Hey guys. Okay, I'm just making sure that I'm live in the right place. I know I do this every time, but I can't help it. Okay, looks like I'm live. Okay, I have like 4 minutes, so this will not be a long video. But I wanted to chat quickly about why it doesn't work to have a motivation that is based out of the desire to prove other people wrong. And it's quite possible that my husband will come in with my lemon water while I'm doing this. He does not know I'm going live, so forgive forgive me, hubby, for not telling you. Anyway, so the reason why it doesn't work to be motivated by the desire to prove other people wrong, and it can, honestly, I get it, 100%. That motivated me for 13 years. Or at least I thought it motivated me, but it didn't really. And I just had this burning desire to prove other people wrong. But what that does is it causes you to focus on the negative, first of all. So you are constantly focused on other people not believing in you. And so you bring that to every client call, you bring that to every kind of business transaction that you are attempting to have. And as a result, you continue to attract people who don't believe in you. And it's not fun. The other thing that it does is when you struggle, because everybody struggles in business in one way or another. It happens to everyone, literally to everyone. When that happens, it's going to solidify the belief that you are going to fail. And you just keep working against that belief instead of turning your focus and focusing on something positive, like proving someone right who does believe in you. So those are some of the reasons why it's really not helpful to you to focus on trying to prove someone wrong. And I said this in my group yesterday, and I will say it here. If you are surrounded by people who are making you try to prove them wrong, those are not people you should be spending a lot of time with. Do you know what I mean? And a lot of that is usually family. It just is. And you shouldn't have to validate your dreams to the people in your life. So if you're finding that you need to, it's time for you to get a new circle. just putting it out there. And I am going to go into this more. I'm going to do a training in my Facebook community where I'm going to help you with tangible steps on how to identify, number one, what your motivation has been and why it may not be working, and also give you tangible steps to change that motivation so that you are motivated by something that's bigger than you and that is actually going to propel you further. And when you need to pivot, it's not going to feel like failure, because when you need to pivot in a place of trying to prove someone wrong, that feels like failure, because you feel like you're under a microscope, and any change you need to make is going to make you feel like you failed, because the thing that you set out to do is not looking the exact way you thought it was going to. And so if you're coming from a place of trying to prove someone wrong, that looks like failure. And it's not. Pivoting is like the most important thing that you need to be able to do in business, because sometimes something's not going to work exactly the way you thought it was going to, and the ability to pivot and just shift and change and go with the flow is what helps you succeed. So, all that to say, if you would like to jump into my community, I'm going to be starting that training really soon. I'm outlining it right now, so feel free to jump in. I'm going to put the link to the group in the video, in the description of the video. I don't know how I would put it in the video, in the description and the comments. And that's it. That's all I have for you. I have an appointment with someone right now, so I'm going to go. But yeah, just if you have been motivated by trying to prove someone wrong, it's time for you to change that, because it's not going to get you where you want to go. And I can tell you that from personal experience. Have a good one, guys. See you later.